Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you tuning in. If you're new, thank you for stopping by. Please give me a like, comment, and subscribe. It truly helps out the channel. And if you're a returning subscriber or somebody returning to the channel, I appreciate you coming back, tuning in, and checking out the content. Again, like, comment, subscribe. We're trying to grow this thing to 500 subscribers before the end of the year. I know YouTube's got a new thing now. I don't know if my stuff is eligible yet. So that's one of the reasons why I want to get to that 500 subscriber plateau is I believe it allows people to hype videos. And I don't think that is available where I'm at right now with subscriber counts. So anything you can do to help me grow the channel would be greatly appreciated. So today on the channel, two bottles that I've picked up last year, and these are two special pours. They're both single barrels, and both from uh, one of the it's an NDP that I truly enjoy. So this is Proof and Wood is the NDP, and these are two tumbling dice. So I know I've done some reviews on tumbling dice. I think I did a review of 7 year bourbon, which I absolutely love, and then I think it was an 8 year tumbling dice rye. So tumbling dice rye there is a uh, 95.5, and the bourbon shit. Now I'm not unmuted. Okay. So hit me with a one in the chat if you can hear me. Make sure I'm not having any technical difficulties. Thanks, Dave. I realized I was muted. Appreciate that, buddy. Am I good now? Right. Thank you, Gandhi. So I was doing a little test tonight, and you all failed except for one. So in the description of my video, I had placed a little hashtag. And one of them, what was going to be, is special hashtag for an extra entry into tonight's raffle. So I believe we only have one entry in there, and I know who it is because I saw the person hashtag. So yeah, Charlie, I guess you are the winner of an extra entry into tonight's raffle. So what I'm going to be doing from now on is when I post the link, you guys got to see. Oh, you're going to make me spin it, aren't you? Okay, hold on. Let me pull it in here so you everyone can see. Hold on. Oh, now we got two. Oh, see, now more people are getting in. All righty. I'm going to draw. Jeremy Dirksen get a 50-50 chance. Oh, well, Charlie, sorry about that. It is Mr. Jeremy Dirks who is going to get an extra entry into tonight's thing. Charlie, I might hook you up later. We'll see. Because I know you kind of knew about it ahead of time. So tonight, I'll get the scroll going here real quick. I'm just gonna run through and say hello to all you fine people who have decided to share your Wednesday night with me. Running solo again, and of course, first one in is Mr. Vogelsang. And Dave, no, I might just because you made that comment, I'm not opening anything tonight. So no, sorry about that. And Mr. Renstrom, cheers to you, buddy. And there's Charlie. He's the only one who read the post that was hashtag unopened. That was for you, Dave. If you had entered, maybe I would open some bottles, but you didn't see it, so you didn't win. Um, Raging Cajun, appreciate you jumping in. Thank you. Oop, Gerald, cheers to you. Thank you for jumping in. My buddy, Gandy Road, appreciate you being here, buddy. Let's see who else we got. Raging Cajun, Bourbon Balls, Gandy, Gerald. Charles the Rye Guy, cheers to you, buddy. Appreciate you jumping on. See, it just proves my point. People do not read things at all. So, Jeremy Dirks, appreciate you jumping in. And you get the extra entry into tonight's duck race, and I'll let you guys know what we're racing in a few minutes. Let's see. Todd, appreciate you being here, buddy. And we are all clamoring and looking forward to hanging out sometime this summer. As you know, I am very, very close to the undisclosed location, and all the guys are excited. You know, maybe a bottle share is going to happen here in the Charlestown area. So we'll see what's going on. Because I know the area, the undisclosed area that will be named later, there is nothing there. It is in the middle of nowhere. Hey, Brian, appreciate you jumping in. Cheers to you, buddy. And that hand delivery is on the way. Let me see. Scroll on down. This is a lot tougher when you're by yourself. I tell you, it's always better when you have some help. Let's see. Who else? Okay. I think I am caught up. Yes, very, very remote. So we don't want Vogelsang getting lost. You know, we got to take care of our elders. They can get lost in the woods. So tonight, let me get this scrolling here in a second. But these are the speaking of that undisclosed location. So actually, the 9-year in here is the 21090 pick. This 10-year is a local DC person. This is Average Joe's Whiskey. This 7-year is one the Rye Guys group did a pick with, and then this one here is one that I partaked. I went to the undisclosed location and visited the fun place out there. Hung out with Marcus, the bourbon judge, and we picked that 8-year. So This is the raffle, and let me get this thing here rolling real quick. Alrighty, and then we put this thing up here because I am not monetized, so we got to go this route. Alrighty, and yes, Gandhi and Charlie, you know how to get a hold of me through the other method. So, hey, Peter White, cheers to you. Appreciate you jumping in. Alrighty, let me unshare that. So tonight, I was just going to try to go through some samples, and these are samples that everybody, a lot of people have sent me. You know, this community I think is amazing when it comes to sharing and giving and everything like that. And so I got a couple of sample bottles here that I've been meaning to try and really want to get into. So first one I'm going to go with, and it will be, I think, the first pour of the night. Let me see here, trying to figure out. Actually, yeah, I'll go with this one here. So this is a 21090 pick. So this is the Diamond Dave from Pursuit United. So this is the pick that our lovely Mr. Vogelsang had the opportunity to be part of and everything. And I don't have a picture of the bottle, but it was probably one of the best tater stickers I've ever seen. It was the Van Halen scene, and David Lee Roth was superimposed as Dave Vogelsang, or Dave Vogelsang was superimposed to David Lee Roth. And if you ever met Dave, there's no way in hell he's jumping that high, and no way in hell he's doing that kind of a split. But it's probably one of the better tater stickers that I've seen. So if I don't like it, blame Diamond Dave. No, I think so. Gandhi sent me a sample of this, and so did Dave. And I could not find Gandhi's sample. I have another sample that Gandhi sent me. So I'm going to go ahead and get into this one. What we got here, Dave? It's Thursday night already. Well, it's actually Wednesday night. Did the U.S. women win gold over Canada then? Nope. That's tomorrow's Thursday night, so we'll see. So I wanted to jump on tonight, number one, to kind of keep it up with the every other week on Wednesdays. And as a lot of you know, because everyone in here, a lot of people in here are also members and part of some other Whiskey Tube communities and Patreon groups and everything like that. So Troy and Laura are going to be stepping away. So hopefully a lot of people know that. If not, there's the news. So I don't know if they have one stream left or two streams left. And then they're going to just take a break and maybe do a couple of things here and there. But as far as the channel and the content, gonna kind of slow down and stop doing that for a while. And I don't know about you guys, but I know Saturday nights have always been Bakers, and Friday nights was Whiskey Wisdom, and we had a blast. Always had a good time. And I've been talking to Matt, and I know Friday nights are tough for him to stream, so we're trying to figure out something of either doing a two shows on Saturday nights, or maybe just one show, or maybe alternating it every other Saturday between he and I. So we're contemplating that. So that won't be until March. But if that happens, then I won't be doing the every other Wednesday. I'll be switching it to Saturdays. And to be honest, that's going to be a lot better for me. Wednesday nights are great, but it's a school night, and I got to work in the morning, and some days it's busy at work, some days it's not. So it makes for tough times, especially if you have a few too many pours, right? So this Pursuit United, the Diamond Dave, is it a double? It is a double oak. So I think their double oaking is actually really, really good. I've had a a couple of picks of the double oak from some local stores here in Maryland, and all of them are just have been phenomenal. I haven't had any of the was it the newer releases that they put out? Was that the triple mash, which I know they've gotten the cease and desist for. So I'm not sure how the new stuff was. I know Gandhi and Dave and Charlie and Keith and everybody made a trek down there. BTM did a trek and did the whole shebang. So I don't know how the newer stuff, different blends and different things that they're doing compare to what this was, but Pursuit does a great job. And the proof, I know it's 108 proof, which is I think is a good proof for what they're doing. So yeah, I mean that is just a awesome, beautiful tasting double oak, and it's got oh wow, it's got definitely got nice creaminess, chocolate, real nice fit. Oh, it's still going. Wow. So good finish on that one for 108 proof. It kind of sticks around, you know. Well, Todd, I would give you credit, but I guess it was Dave's pick. So Vogel saying, nice pick. Appreciate it. So let me go back up here as I was talking. I saw some new people jumping in. Torp, appreciate you jumping in. Cheers to you, buddy. My buddy from California, who is the bourbon shopping, uh, bourbon grocery store shopper. Every time he goes to the grocery store to buy something for food, he comes home with a bottle. So cheers, Patrick. Appreciate you jumping in. I thought I saw someone else join and say hello. Maybe I'm missing it. Jeremy, I thought it was you. No, I got you before. I thought there was someone else in here. Bear with me one sec. Make sure. Nope. All right. I think I'm caught up. Cool. So, what is that, Charlie? Is that a new expression from Pursuit or something else? And I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. So, yes, all the credit to Dave. There you go. Dave loves taking all the credit. Dave loves winning duck races. Dave just loves winning, even if it's a little glow in the dark light that he won on BTM the other night. He's like a little kid in a candy store when he wins a prize. Dave, you must have been the kid in like, well, maybe not, because I don't know if they had stickers when you were in grade school. You're a little older than most of us, so don't know, but you were probably the kid that got the little star on his papers and was excited about that. Oh, gift shop only. Very nice, Charlie. All right. So what's is it 100% rye? What's the mash bill on that, Charlie? If you want to put it in chat, I'll share it. Oh, no, that is funny. I gotta wait for that to pop in here. I see it in the chat up top, but my chat here in the old studio is a little bit delayed. And I don't know why it's being delayed. Okay, that is really delayed. Wow. So that is a very, very nice pour. Man, and that sucker, I mean, I don't know if you can see that if it's coming in. That's just coating the glass and just sitting there. I mean, for 108 proof, usually stuff 108 proof do not kind of linger and sit there and everything like that. So, you know what I mean? This is the comment that I saw. Charlie, you're going to go on probation for that one. You know what I mean? Uh-oh. Well, Jeremy, I do not. So I don't have the duck. I'll have a duck race. Kahoot, I got to figure that out. I played it, but I got to figure out the backside of it. And obviously, stickers. I'd have to step up my my sticker game. But maybe something we could do in the future. I think that's one of the things, to be honest, that kind of burnt Troy out with all that stuff that they used to send out with everything. So I don't know. Right now, this is still something that's enjoyable, fun, but the second it becomes kind of a task or a job, I don't know if I want to do that. So anyhow, Diamond Dave, 21090, great pick. All righty. So which one should I do next? So I have one from Gandy and then one that I won on the Buffalo Bourbon Enthusiast. So Gandy's is a pick from Hello Again Whiskey Friend. So that is a copper and cask bourbon. And the Buffalo Bourbon bottle is High West American Prairie Bourbon, which is a single barrel pick. It's cognac finished. So which one should I go with next? Just let me know. You can say Gandy or BBE or however you want to put it there in the chat. So Gandy said he used chalk tablets. Nice, Gandy. You remember, I know when I was in school, they used to have those things that held the chalk, and it was different. You would stick the chalk into different things, and when you were younger, you used to get that paper that was two solid lines and then the dotted line, and then the teacher on the chalkboard would grab this thing and go across, and she would just kind of push her finger in, and it would draw that out. And when you went up to the board, that's how you had to write on those things. I don't know. That's what I had, but don't know if anybody else experienced that or not. So, all right. Well, I guess no one wants to tell me what I want to drink, so I'm going to try the High West. I haven't had a lot of High West expressions. Not something that was available here. I've seen it in Maryland, but in the Virginia ABC, it's finally starting to come into play and everything like that. It's just not something that I really gravitated for. I did try at the last 21090 event. No, Gandy, I went to public high schools all the way through until high school, and I went to a Catholic high school. So yes, I was in public school, not private school, only for high school. And when we were in high school, you didn't write those kinds of that kind of paper, you know. So High West is something that, I haven't tried a whole lot. I did try. What's up? I knew I saw you come in and I couldn't find you there. Angry Irish Mac. Cheers to you, buddy. Appreciate you joining. So yeah, I did try. I think Dave brought a bottle of the Boo Rye, and we tried that, and it's very, very good. But they're pricey, and for what the proof is, I don't. There's a store in Maryland that I've been into now, handful of times, and they've had 5 or 6 High West Boo Ryes just sitting there on the shelf. $119, which I think is right at MSRP. They just don't sell. They're just sitting there. So it's kind of interesting that stuff like that just sits around. And a few years back, that was like all the craze. You know what I mean? Like I've seen a lot of content recently about, I guess, brands that people are no longer hunting or not interested anymore or anything like that. And, I guess, I don't know if High West is one of them. I know Smoke Wagon is one that a lot of people talked about. Was it the Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond and the Henry McKenna? I know when I first started in all this here, the Bottled and Bond and Henry McKenna were kind of up there on some lists as bourbon of the years and everything like that. They were impossible to find. Both of them were allocated in Virginia, and now they're not allocated and they just sit on the shelves. So Hey guys, if you guys are on Instagram, Angry Irish Mac does a lot of posts on Instagram, does some pretty good stuff and everything like that. So give him a follow. I know he does also have a YouTube channel. I don't know how much he is posting to his YouTube. I've actually been following him on Instagram a little bit and everything like that. So give him a follow. Pretty good guy. He seems a lot of cool content, just reviews and stuff like that. So this is finished. Oh, it's finished in cognac. All right. So it's lives for 13 months, possibly 11 months, 13 months. So 103 proof. I mean, it is light, very light color. So let's see. Hmm. Taste the cognac. The cognac comes through. And the only other, I think, recent cognac finish that I've had is this is the 1792. And I like this one. And this is actually a lower proof. The 1792, it's a 95 proof. I think the flavor on that is a lot better than that. And I don't know if you guys tell me, does High West do they do their own distillate, or are they still sourcing? And I just think, they were, I think Irish Mac said in the chat here, I'm reading it. It's not coming through on mine. I'm going to read it up here. I have the other chat up top here. Um, that smoke wagon, and they just lost their momentum and everything like that. So these are, I don't know if they're still sourcing or not. So it could be, could not be. I don't know, but you know, all right. Not a big fan of that one. I mean, happy I have the sample, but I wouldn't I wouldn't go chasing something like that, to be honest. The Pursuit, definitely far better than the whole High West there. So I was looking at some stuff this week, actually this weekend and everything like that. So there's some new things, I guess, releases that are coming up or happening and everything like that. So, Buffalo Trace has their cash strength Traveler that's coming out. I haven't seen any reviews on that. I don't even own a Traveler. Probably wouldn't have a Traveler. Doesn't excite me. I'm not a huge Buffalo Trace fan. So I think they have what is it, the 30-year-old Eagle Rare that's supposed to be coming out. So again, a bottle I will probably only see online, never really see it in person. And if I do, it's probably behind a glass case, right? Rebel Bourbon is putting out the new Kyle Busch Select single barrels. Now, I enjoy everything that I've had from Rebel. And this is a 4-year-old wheated. They said the MSRP on this is going to be $39. That's not a bad. I mean, Rebel. I think one of the best Rebels that I've had recently is what is it? The small batch select in the Virginia ABC. I want to say it's like $32, $35, and it's just a great pour. That's 115 proof. This Kyle Busch one I think is 108. Might be worth the flyer on just to see how it compares, say, to some of the lower lower proof weeders that are out there from Buffalo Trace. Maybe something to think about. I guess there's a new 7-year barrel strength coming out from Penelope. It's a small batch, so it's only going to be 13,000 cases. That's a small batch, right? So it'll probably be everywhere and all over the place. The suggested price on that is $59. And for those of you who have Vogelsang money,
The Michter's 2025 edition of the Celebration Sour Mash is now shipping. So they don't even have, I'm looking at a thing here, they don't even have a um, uh, MSRP on that. It's just way too much money. Um, Castle and Key, they're putting out a weeded cash strength 2025 edition. I guess it's available now. So never really, I went to Castle and Key once the first time I was in, did a tour in Bardstown. And um, just wanted to go check it out because it was the old E.H. Taylor, or where E.H. Taylor was doing his stuff. And beautiful grounds and everything like that. I tried a pour at the gifts in the bar there just to taste it, and I was like, I said I wouldn't. This didn't hit my palate, so I was like, okay. I brought a nice Kentucky Bourbon Trail glass in there, so that was something that was pretty cool. But other than that, I mean, I haven't had any of the Castle and Key products. I do not know if they're good. People said that the Weeder is probably one of the better ones that they have. So I don't know if the cash strength would be. And what I'm looking at here when I pulled this up, it doesn't necessarily say the proof on it. Let me see. Hold on. It's asking me if I'm over 21. Let's see here. I'm on their website on another tab. Yeah, I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole while I'm streaming. I should have pulled that up before, but it's not there. And King of Kentucky, all the small batch releases are supposed to be coming out, or they are out. Obviously, I've seen everybody in YouTube has gotten the media sample. It seems like everybody did a review or was reviewing the Green River, the high proof weeded and everything like that. So we'll see what happens there. And they're saying they're supposed to have a honey finished bourbon as well that's supposed to be hitting the market. I have not seen anything on a honey finished, but I did see a lot of reviews and stuff on the weeded. So I am a huge weeded fan. I actually, when I first started on this wild adventure, and I kind of was like, reading stuff, rye, rye whiskey, it's spicy, it's hot, and everything like that. And I was like, well, I'm not drinking anything that's going to burn my mouth and going to make my mouth just burn and be hot and everything like that. So I'm like, I want to go to something that's easier to drink. So started reading stuff and wheat whiskey or wheaters. So when I started, Buffalo Trace was non-existent. So everyone talks about Weller, Special Reserve, 107, and I'm like, well, you can't find them. And if you found them, they were super, super high priced. So I started a lot of my weeded journey was with Larceny, and it wasn't even the barrel proof because those were hard to find because they were allocated around here. Was the regular Larceny and then Rebel stuff. So Rebel, I was able to get the cash strength or the full proof, which they're like 110, 113, 120, 125 proof, and I just loved all those expressions, which was awesome. So the weeded stuff is something that I love, and I super love weeded bourbon. I picked up a couple. I don't know if any of you guys have had these yet, but River Roots is doing some. They're sourcing from, I think it's Southern Distilling, same thing that does the where Bruzel's sourcing from. They're down in North Carolina. I think they do the Southern Paragon. I think is their bottle and bond version. And I've got 2 bottles from River Roots that are just out, like just bangers, unbelievable bangers that are just weeded bourbon and cash strength, and they are doing it. Actually, no, they're not. Maybe, well, I don't know if they're cash strength. One of them I think is just over 100 proof, and the other one's like 108. So they're not super high proof, but man, do they pack a punch, and they have just unbelievable flavor. I know they're Mr. Vogelsang's favorites out there, and he definitely has a few bottles. So, oh, Mr. Renstrom, appreciate you. Yeah, that's 6K too much for me. I don't know if I have 6K. to, I don't think I've spent 6K in a year, let alone 6K on a bottle. That's just ridiculous. It's just crazy. Unbelievable. So Dave said the Castle and Key weeded 7 year is good stuff. His opinion. Okay. Well, I mean, Dave is like me. He likes weeded bourbon. We did a weeded blind. So for those of you who don't know, Dave, Gandy, C.A. Scotty, myself. Oh, wait, bourbon. That's bourbon. I thought it was Dave. Bourbon and Balls. Sorry, I'm thinking it's Vogelsang. Sorry, Charlie. I didn't mean to associate you with Mr. or call you Mr. Vogelsang. I don't know if that offends you or not. I'm sorry. But okay, Charlie says the weeder is pretty good. Okay. So I know Dave's a big weeded fan and everything like that. And so Dave, Gandy, C.A. Scotty, Troy and Laura, Matt, Whiskey Wisdom, myself. Now, how I got included with that group is beyond me. But hey, probably social work for everybody else. But we have a small group where we do blinds, and Scotty did a weeded blind, and Vogelsang kicked our ass. Oh my God. Vogelsang's kicked our butt a lot. He's won a lot of these blinds. So Scotty did a weeded blind, and then he did a local blind. His local blind was all California stuff, right? So Scotty's great because when he sends out a blind, he'll send out all the different samples, and so we do anywhere from 5 to 6 samples. Scotty sent out like 9. And then he has a control pour that he sends out with everything. So on their control pour on the weeded side was a Weller 12 year. So that was pretty cool. The control pour on the local, or is California, all it said was control pour 94 proof. You smell it, it is 100% American single malt. And Mr. Vogelsang goes, oh, well, that's got it. Can we guess the control pour? And we're like, well, you don't get any points for the control pour, Dave. And Dave guessed the control pour, and guess what? He headshots it. He goes, well, that's got to be Foggy Burrow. I said, how the fuck did you figure out Foggy Burrow from just looking at the label? Not even, you just smelt it. He goes, well, Foggy Burrow is the only 94 proof California American single malt that I know, and I just guessed. I was like, I guess when you have every bottle known to man, you can headshot bottles like that. So we knew we were in trouble right then and there. Dave headshotted it and just crushed us that night in a local blind of California distilleries, which was crazy. But that's Mr. Vogelsang for you. And Dave, your hand delivery should arrive here tomorrow and everything like that. And I don't know what is going on with my chat here in StreamYard, but it is not keeping up whatsoever with what's going on in chat. So hold on, let me just peek up here. CJP, appreciate you being here. I saw that you popped in. I was waiting for your thing to show up here so I can highlight it, but that's not going to happen now. Scott, Artfully Bourbon, appreciate you jumping in. Cheers to you, buddy. Guys, if you got to go check out their channel, I tell you, the camera work and just the editing is ridiculous. And wherever they record in, their studio is just, oh my God, spot on. I mean, it's a pretty nice setup. Scott, you got to do like a behind the scenes to kind of show your setup there. That would be cool. You know what I mean? Love to see that. But if you guys saw what I'm sitting in down here, you would laugh your ass off. It's a disaster. It's like a bomb hit my basement. So, all righty. On to the next one. I'm going to pour the Gandy sample. So this is a Hello Again Whiskey Friends. This is 8 year, 106 proof from my buddy Gandy Road. And he's been a patron of theirs for a while and everything like that. And listen, when Gandy sends you samples, right? A lot of people send you a sample and it's kind of up to almost the top of the bottle. I mean, look at this, dude. Gandy sends you a sample. It's ready to overflow and come out. Unbelievable. Appreciate you, Gandy. Now this one So this is a copper and cask. It just says 8-year, 108 proof. Don't know if it's a finish. Don't know if it's not. Gandy, if you're still here, buddy, if you can put some details about this one in the chat, that would be appreciative. Oop, hold on. He said it's not much of a room, actually, about a 10 by 10 room and terrible acoustics. Well, it sounds pretty good on camera. So this one, I have a copper and cask. It was a Jay West pick that I picked up, and then I grabbed the backup of it and everything like that. And this thing, oof, man, this is a look at the color on this freaking pour. Wow. Yep. Now, Gandy, that's seemed. I'm not looking. It's not finished. It was a short barrel. Oh wow, that smells like it's a finished, like almost like a sherry finished or something along those lines. But you're saying it's not. Okay. Wow, that nose is beautiful. Ooh, man. Oh man, that is good. Wow. Oh, Gandy, that is a bourbon, man. That has that deep rich caramel vanilla, almost like a like a Werther's on that. Man, and some real dark fruits. Oh man, oh, that is really good. So I'm gonna have maybe one more sip, and I'm gonna put that one to the side. And when we go to Google Meets, I might enjoy that one later. Wow, that is freaking amazing. Has anybody had, other than Gandy, obviously, anything from Copper and Cask? Um, I think they're doing it right, and they're not that expensive either. And Gandy just said he goes, yes, from Florida. So I, he's always said it, and I've said it too. If MGP juice or any juice that's sourced should be sent south, say North Carolina, Georgia, south to age. I don't know. The heat does wonders to some of that stuff. So my West Virginia brother is in the house, Mr. Keith Glandon. Cheers to you. So what do you got here, Renstrom? Let's see. The M our special. Let's see. 3 different copper and cask. 2 picks that Jay did. Ah, okay. Very nice. So everybody's saying hello to Keith, trying to keep up with chat here. Alrighty. Yep. Stream by yourself, they said. Oh, yeah. Well, I think from now on, we are definitely going to have. So my whole thing with the channel is sharing pours with friends. And I think that's going to be something that's going to be happening a lot, is to share pours with friends. So we're going to have people on the stream with me. So Charles, is this a copper and cat? Wow, 20-year Canadian cigar blend, Armagnac finished, 12-year. All those sound crazy and amazing. I actually saw, I don't know how many years it is. There's a store. It's kind of like a Total Wine. It's in Frederick, Maryland. It's the Frederick Wine House, or they have several copper and cask picks. One's a weeder. One is just a bourbon, and then they have a cigar finished. And I think they're all under $70. There's still plenty available, so I haven't had FOMO yet. But when I stop in and it starts depleting, I may take a gander and grab one of those. But Gandy, thank you very much for sharing this one with me. Oh my goodness. Wow, that nose is wild. Whew. Man, that is really good, Gandy. Thank you. My goodness. All righty. So the other two pours that are here are ones that I've actually had a little bit of already, and both of them are really, really good. So one of them is from my buddy C.A. Scotty, and he is out saving the world right now. He is on a boat somewhere in the Pacific. So can't disclose his location, otherwise I'd have to kill all of you. But so this is a lost lantern, and this is from This is a lost lantern from Baltimore Spirits. So it's a single barrel. They call it D3. So it's a Maryland rye. It's 59.5 proof. So what's that? 120, I think. Yeah, 120 proof. So that's what that is. I don't know if this is a pick from somewhere or just a regular lost lantern. So I think. Oh, thank you, Mr. Renstrom. He's the human math machine. I thought I had it correct. Thank you for correcting me. 119 proof instead of 120. I am 3 pours in, so the brain isn't operating as efficient as it used to. So just going to pour a little bit of this in the glass. And I had this a few weeks ago, and it was after a bunch of pours, and I'm kind of doing it again. I mean, to be backing it up after that copper and cast pour, maybe not the best thing, but so for those of you who have recently joined, this is what we're racing later on tonight. So these are all single barrel picks from the Reveries. The 7-year, that is a 7-year. That was a group that Charles did. It was a 7-year pick. I think some of you have that bottle. The 8-year, this is the pick that I did with the Bourbon Judge. The 9-year, that's the 21090 pick. And then the 10-year, that is an Average Joe whiskey pick. He's a YouTuber and content creator in the DMV area. So just to let you guys know. And I'm hearing my phone buzz and ding and everything like that. So I may put a link in here if one of you guys want to come on later and help me fill some dead air. That would be awesome, as I'm trying to type in and do all these names. If not, I'll try to type a few and then do a few, type a few and then do a few. So here we go. So my next craft journey YouTube episode will feature Jay West and Reveries as my topic. He's doing some great stuff there, Mac. Unbelievable down there in Middleburg. And what's interesting, I know, so if you subscribe to 21090, go check their channel out. They did a whole episode with Jay in an interview. And then Bourbon Pursuit did an interview with Jay. And then Bourbon and Balls with Charlie, so he's in here. If Dave or Patrick or Charlie, you're an admin, share some of those YouTube channels and everything like that. I think most of the people here are subscribers, but for those of you who are not, definitely share those channels. But they all did interviews with Jay, and he's an interesting guy, you know, talking to him out there in Middleburg, and he's doing it right. I mean, he sources a lot of different barrels. What's up, Dollar Bill? Will? Yes, it's the pick that I did. It's a new bottle. So what he says is he goes to a lot of, with the picks that he does, he gets access to a lot of different juice at some of these places, like a distillery say, hey, why don't you try this? And he says, well, if I try it, can I buy it? And he goes, well, we can't do a single barrel with it. There's not enough of it. He goes, well, I want it for myself. And he works out deals where he buys them. And what he does, he's buying these barrels, and he's not keeping them where he's buying them from. He's bringing them to Virginia. So when they come into Middleburg, so it's similar climate, to what Kentucky is, but I think in Virginia, our winters are a lot colder. We get more snow and definitely cold weather here in the mid Atlantic. And then in the summertime, it's hotter than Hades. You know what I mean? It's hazy, hot, humid, and a lot of barrel impact goes on when stuff is stored there. And he says he's getting a lot of different flavors, different textures, and different aging with barrels at his place because of the climate and everything like that. So he has a couple of rick houses that I don't think are insulated or air conditioned or can't do any heat cycling. So he's doing some pretty cool stuff. You know what I mean? So it's he definitely doing it right. You know what I mean? I think the Reveries is his single barrel program. Provenance is more of batch stuff, although he does do single barrels there. So when we were there doing our pick, I actually got to try and sample the um he's got one that's coming out. I think it's French oak finished. And when we sampled it, so we did our pick in the fall, and man, was it freaking good. And he says he's got to wait a little bit before he's going to do something. He's going to be, so there's a release that he has coming out that is one of the like Raven releases or one of his special releases. That's a French oak finished, and oh my goodness, it is very good, very good. Todd, I know you guys, if you're still here, you guys are going in March. He may have some of that experimental stuff there in the one barn that used to be where they would, he has the stone where the horses would walk around, and it's unheated, and he has all his stuff in there, special finishes and different things. So hopefully you guys get a chance to taste some of that stuff when you're there. So this is the Lost Lantern. I didn't even take a sip yet. I'm flapping my gums. Now that, I mean, that is definitely a Baltimore Spirit rye. I mean, Baltimore Spirit, they do a traditional Maryland rye. So it is 75% Maryland rye and it's 25% malted rye. And it's just, they put out some outstanding single barrels and outstanding product. I know anybody here in the DMV area, if you get a chance, go to Baltimore and go visit those guys. They have two awesome pot stills. They have open air wooden fermenters. I know Eli, one of the owners there. Todd, 21090. They did an awesome interview. I think they got a barrel pick coming up from them, but they did an awesome interview with the other owner from Baltimore Spirits. I can't remember his name, but just really interesting. And they're doing some great stuff. They're going to explode here, I think, in the next couple of years. So saw a couple of new people jump in and join us. Let me see if I can find Mr. William Hall. Appreciate you joining. Cheers to you, buddy. And then we have, I see Thomas Anderson. Cheers to you. Oop, let me get this one here. Cheers, everybody. Appreciate you joining. Thank you very much. So, yeah, so this is the one sample I just did. So this is a Lost Lantern Baltimore Spirit that CA Scotty sent to me. So it's a single barrel. Very good. Man, that is tasty. So it's not like it's close to a 95.5 rye, but it's got a little bit more, it's a little different funk in there, but it's a good funk. And it Baltimore Spirit, so it's Epic Rye. They do it's all pot stilled. So, and it is a traditional pot still and everything like that. And they're doing some good stuff over there. For those of you into single malts, they do have some single malts, I think, that they've done. And they have done, I know when we were there, we saw some of the barrels and they said bourbon on them, which was kind of interesting. But so they do bourbon as well, or at least they've got some bourbon laid down. you know, the Mid-Atlantic area, I'm always jealous of listening to guys who are in Kentucky, what they have access to with the big distilleries and everything like that. I have to say, here in the Mid-Atlantic, where I am, I mean, I've got within an hour or so for me, 60 something miles from where I live, there are some banging distilleries and facilities that are really, really close to me within an hour's drive, which is awesome. So now this last one is from my Minnesota buddy, Mr. David Renstrom. And so if you ever get samples from Renstrom, I have to say, you're going to know what you're drinking and you're going to know who it's from and who it's for. So Dave sends sample bottles out, and it is all information on there. So this is so it's a Magnolia Spirits Double Oaked Bourbon Batch 3, and it's aged in stag barrels. And this is 116 proof. And I remember trying this on a Google Meets one night, and definitely liked it. But when we get on the Google Meets, we have a lot of pours, and I think it was one of the nights we were going pretty. It might have been the night. So if you're jumping on a Google Meet, Charlie does them a lot. I do them a lot on Fridays when Matt's not streaming. I know BTM does them, and Mr. Keith Glandon will break out his Wheel of Death, I call it. And Keith will put different distilleries in there, different regions, different types of whiskeys, and you spin the wheel, you have a pour. Well, you have to learn, you have to use very small glasses and pour short pours. Because if you go deep, 15, 20 minutes later, Keith's got the wheel up again. I'm like, wait a second, I had like two pours. We're 2 sips. We're sitting here talking, and you're spinning the wheel again for the next pour. Come on, dude. Give us a break. Let us enjoy what we're sipping, right? No, this is speed drinking. That's for college. I'm way past college. So let me ask you guys in chat, what is your, I guess, go-to pour, just kicking back, relaxing, gonna enjoy some whiskey, pour something, and one pour for the night. What is it? Something high proof, something finished, or you tell me. Oh well, of course, Mr. Vogelsang, we knew it was going to be that, or like wait, if I said starter pour, your starter pour is early times usually. So yes, 1924. And Dave, I hear the new release is okay, right? So oops, if I can, damn everybody, oh it's getting crazy. All right, Gerald says JD Heritage. Harold, I have to say that is a truly enjoyable pour. That has got just that is just really nice to enjoy, and it's not high proof and everything like that, which is awesome. So show me the proof. I didn't see you get in here. Cheers to you, buddy. Appreciate you joining. So Still Austin Blue Corn. I have to say, I don't know if I've ever had it. So I've had a Still Austin sample that somebody sent me, and I can't remember who, which was good. And I may have a blue corn sample. I got to dig through. I think Charles had sent me a bunch of different Still Austins, and I think Brian and Shauna maybe. I think one of the Still Austins I had was from Brian and Shauna, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But I got to go back and look. The one Still Austin I have is a cash strength. It was a Mash and Journey pick, which was great. Brian, Penelope Toasted or Maker's Mark cash strength. Interesting. Now, The regular cash strength, or have you had the what's the new one that's the age stated? It's like 7 year, 3 months, or something like that. So I love this next answer. A Vogelsang sample. Yes, Gandhi. Those of us who have been fortunate enough to receive the Vogelsang sample pack. Yes. Amazing. Yes. 100%. Raging Cajun. So Maker's Mark. That's 2 for Maker's Mark cash strength. Okay. Old Forester 100. I got to tell you, the Old Forester 100 for what it is, the value, I think those are great. Absolutely great value. Let's see. It's always different depending on the mood. All righty. All righty. What's up, Mr. Mom? How you doing, Orlando? Appreciate you joining. Renstrom, that is a different one. Paul Sutton 100 proof. Okay. I don't know if I ever had it. I think you did send me a Paul Sutton sample. I remember off the top of my head when I was kind of organizing everything. So I think you did send me something of a Paul Sutton. So I'll have to get in there and try that. I don't think I've ever tried anything from Paul Sutton. You know, I'm so inexperienced when it comes to whiskey. And here I am talking on YouTube about whiskey. What am I doing? Right? All right. So I think that's everybody. I don't know if anybody else up here has done anything. It's funny, the chat is up to snuff, keeps up with everything, and then it pitters out. So I don't know. And this is the Renstrom sample. I should put the sample in front of me so I know what the hell I'm drinking. So Magnolia, man, double oaked. I have to say that is a solid pour. Definitely very, 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 very good double oak product, and it's finished in a stag barrel. So one of the things that I was able to snag recently, speaking of finished in stag barrels, so let me see. This is so if you guys are in the rum, Old Line, which is in Baltimore, does some freaking phenomenal rums. And I opened this past Saturday when I was streaming with BTM. So this is an Old Line rum that's finished in a bourbon cask. Now, it's not only a bourbon cask. This is finished in a stag cask that was a single barrel stag pick from Drug City, which is a liquor store and drugstore in Baltimore. So they did a pick of a stag bottle, and this was a single barrel that they did in the rum. So this is a, let's see, 7-year-old rum, and then it was aged so it's 7 years, 8 months. It's 131.2 proof. And this Old Line does some incredible rums and everything like that. So, maybe I'll be nice and I'll include this as the 5th sample in the duck race tonight. So if you guys are interested in trying an Old Line rum, I know it's one of Gandhi's favorite rums. I got him a single barrel of an Old Line rum that was a pick that had been done out here in Western Maryland. That was really, really good. And it was funny. I brought the bottle. He saw it. I posted a picture somewhere, and he saw it. And he was, "Can you get me that bottle?" I said, "Yeah, sure. I'll get you the bottle. No problem." Right. And, hand delivered it. And he goes, "You ever had it?" And I said, "No, I never tried it." So he hand delivers me back a sample. And I was like, "Holy shit, that is freaking good." So I was like, I hope they still have them. So I went back up there, got myself a bottle, got Gandy a backup bottle. I think I got someone else a bottle, and then I have a backup bottle because the bottle that I originally got. Let me see. I think it's buried back here in my madness. Yeah, so that's the first bottle, and that's pretty empty. And this is Caribbean rum cask, single barrel, and it is a 130.2 proof, and no 130.2 proof, and this is finished in a American single malt cask. So pretty cool stuff. So Maryland's got some awesome stuff. Good pours coming out of the state of Maryland. Man, and this Magnolia, that smells incredible. Yes, Gandy, fantastic rum. I'd highlight you, but my chat is way behind. BTM, hey, appreciate you joining, buddy. Good to see you. Alrighty. So I'm gonna, I don't know if one of you find people, if anybody, I mean, I can get up to, I think, 5 other people on here with me. So if anyone wants to come on, say hello, that's awesome. And then I'll post it. I got a meets link already squared away. I'm going to post that and everything. But let me see if I can do this real quick. And I'm going to do up here and do it. Let me see if I can pin that. So this is the StreamYard link. If anybody wants to come on, share a pour, have a chat, tell me what you're sipping on tonight. You know, so what's everybody hunting, man? What's everybody? I think the last time we chatted, everyone was saying the Knob Creek cash strength. So I think everybody's looking for that. So it's gonna be impossible to find. The new Green River Foolproof Weeded came out. I wish it was a little higher proof. I think it's 109, but Green River Weeded is great. I mean, I've got the 90 proof shelf product that is really, really good. And I've had a sample. Dave sent me a sample of the single barrel, was the cash strength ones, which are good. So, Vogelsang is a big weeded fan. So he loves his wheaters and his wheaties because he's old. So I mean, what's everybody, other than those bottles? I mean, what's everybody kind of chasing? I think this supposedly the jacks are supposed to start hitting. I mean, I never see those unless I walk into a Virginia ABC and they are on the shelf when I walk in and they're just doing a drop. Then I would get a chance at those things. Oh, Vogel saying Star Hill Farms, Weeder, and the 12-year cash strength. Yep. So very nice. Mr. Mom, it's got the Tanyard Hill and the last Eagle Rare 12. So, I had the Eagle. I mean, I'm not a huge Buffalo Trace fan, and Patrick sent me a sample of the 12. It is good, but I don't know if it's worth the chase or anything like that. But if you really enjoy Eagle Rare, I'd say yeah, the 12 is what you need to get. So you got to do yourself and everything like that. But so Gandy, Green River, weeded, full proof. First pour was good, not great. Oh, so you got one. Can't go wrong from under 50. Damn, how the hell did you get one already? Or did you you want to blind it against, so which Bardstown you're gonna blind? Oh, you're gonna blind against the tan label. Soon to be, I think, blue label is what the new label is gonna look like. How about that? I don't know when that came out. I don't know if that came out last time I streamed or in between, but YouTube went crazy. Everybody complaining about a label change. The juice is still the same. It's just a different freaking label. I mean, come on. I don't know. I don't get it. But so let's see. Neely family, Larrikin and Kings. So Mac, Charlie did a single barrel. So Bourbon and Balls did a single barrel with Larrikin, and then I think Larrikin is now selling that in at their location. King's family, I got a rye conic. It was a single barrel rye. Oh, that is just incredible. I mean, again, I believe they're sourcing from MGP, if I'm not mistaken. It's a 95.5 mash bill, but I believe they're aging it down there in Chattanooga, which is really, really good. Unless you're talking about Kings up in New York. So I know you're up that way. So you're on the island, right? I think we talked about this last time. So, but yeah, I'm into craft as well. So, BTM saw an Eagle Rare 12 twice today, $2.99 a bottle. Yeah, that's a little outside my budget and price range. I hear you there. So, so the twice barreled ice wine is absolutely killer. Yeah, I have. So this is a. Oh, I'm getting exercise tonight. This is a twice barreled rye. It's a 7-year. It's 110 proof. So this was done by Discord pick group, the Whacked Out Whiskey Club. So they called it awesome tater sticker, called it Graveyard Shift. I took this to a bottle share and everyone was like, oh man, this is just incredible. And it says, let's see, distilled in Indiana, but I don't know if it's aged down there in Seviersville or not, but they do a great job. And I don't think they're horribly priced for what they're putting out. So yeah, they're definitely doing some good stuff there. So where on Long Island are you at? I think we talked about this before, but I can't remember. My wife is from Glen Cove, and I lived there for a handful of years before we got married, and then we moved down here to the DC metro area. So, but yeah, I lived on Long Island for about 4.5 years and dealt with the Long Island Distressway commuting into the Queens and the Bronx, or Queens and JFK. So I worked in the air freight and mail business back in the day. So I used to drive into College Point, Queens, or go over to JFK, is where I actually drove out to Farmingdale for a while too. So that was always a nightmare. But yeah. All righty. So none of you brave souls want to jump on with me. Okay. All right. Let's see how you are. So I'm gonna try to do some chatting while I'm typing. I'm going to try to start getting some of these names put into this thing and everything. So bear with me here. I got chat open so I can kind of monitor that and all that kind of fun stuff. So let me see here. Hopefully this has been working for me. Oops. Oops, wrong one. All righty. Very nice. All right, let me start getting these names in here. And appreciate all of you. All righty. So I apologize for if my keyboard is making noise. I am an angry typer. So, and this keyboard is not a quiet keyboard. So if you're hearing me pecking, then I apologize. So, alrighty. Let's see if I'm missing anything. Oh, nice, Dave. I didn't know they did weeders. That's pretty cool. King's Family weeded staff pick. Nice. Yeah, I so one of the stores that I go to on a frequent basis, it's down south of Baltimore. It is Angel Share, and I've gotten several picks from them. They do phenomenal jobs with picks. I think um, Charlie's got a bottle from them that I picked up for him. It is a American Light whiskey from Southern Collective, and can't go wrong there. They're actually this Saturday. I think they're dropping a 1792 single barrel pick that Seth Detling and his wife were on and everything. So they said they were there for hours. The guy who was doing the pick with them and the tour doesn't really give tours. I mean, Barton doesn't really do tours in general. And Sam, who owns the store, was in the announcement he put out, said that Seth and this gentleman talked for like almost 2 hours just about the industry and everything like that. So this is a single barrel pick that they did. It's got a pretty big yield, like two. I didn't realize Barton had that many bottles. It's like a 255 bottle yield on a 1792 single barrel, right? Well, they proof it down. Like I said, what single barrels are, they're 98.6 proof. So that would make sense if they, if they're proofing them down to get down to that proof level. I think the entire 1792 lineup is a definitely a banger lineup for the price, and they're very underrated in my opinion. So, alrighty, oops, get this phone back open here. Alrighty, it take longer than I thought. Ready? Okay. Ready? All right. Got a few more I got to get entered in here. And so let me just make sure I'm not missing anything in the old chat. Foolproof Hunter, appreciate you joining. Thanks for being here. So let's see. If you are pecking, does that make you a pecker? Oh, yes, Dave. I mean, Gandy. I mean, not Gandy, Charlie. I guess I am a pecker, right? I guess I'd rather be a pecker than a big dick, or be a dick, right? I don't know. Whatever you want to call it. So, alrighty. And yes, I did see the PayPal stuff. So I will get to that. Thank you, Gandy. Yes, clip that. Yeah, okay. I didn't even think about about that. Some of you idiots will be clipping, you bastards. I tell you. All right, let me get back to this. I'm distracted and you guys are busting my balls, right? All right, let me go to the others. Let's see. Yep. Okay, hold on. Ready? Ready? Oops, that would have been bad. I almost deleted the whole freaking list. That would have freaking sucked. Alrighty. You get back here. Make sure we're squared away. And everything like that. Alrighty. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So let's see where we at. Oh, okay. All right, we're doing good time-wise. Very nice. Let me just check chat. Just wait for the AI clips of that comment. Yeah, I know, CJP. Yeah. You know, it'll be something. Yeah, this is a wireless keyboard because I have my laptop pushed all the way up here in front of me. So I can't necessarily, don't have it up here on the bar to give me some more room. And I have a keyboard, a wireless keyboard, or a USB keyboard. And it's an old one and it is the loud keys. So, and I do have like one of those, what is it? They call them quiet mouse and quiet keyboard, but I have that at work. So I don't bring that to back home or anything like that. So kind of do that there. So, okay. Ryan, I just got you. Appreciate that. Alrighty. Very nice. So, yeah, so I'm going to let me unpin this thing. And then what I will do, make sure I know where I put it. Here we go. Alrighty. I will, got that ready. Oops. Just making sure I have the right Google Meets link for all you people for later, to hang out and chat a little bit more, a little bit further, and everything like that. So, yes, Orlando, that's what she said. Exactly. I think I did one of my videos. I don't know what I said, and it was, I say that so much. It's just like a natural reaction and natural comment to anything. I work in the trucking industry, so people swear and talk like truckers. Yeah, that comes up a lot, both with customers and with people I work with. And I was doing hey, appreciate that, Foolproof Hunter. Thank you very much. I will, if somebody could, I guess, post a link to Foolproof Hunter's YouTube channel. If you guys would go over, if you're not subscribed, go over there, subscribe to him. I will definitely, I think I've seen one, I think I might have seen one of your videos and something like that, but I'll make sure I return the favor and subscribe and everything like that. So thank you very much. Appreciate it. So how was it? Oh, that's what she said thing. And I was doing a video and I said something and I said what it was. And I said, yep, That's what she said. And I said, well, I got to edit that out. I can't put that in there. I said, you know something? I am just going to keep it in there. I'm just not even going to bother. And so Charlie kind of thought it was pretty funny. He goes, dude, that was pretty good. He goes, you kept that in there. So I don't know. I am not politically correct a lot of the times, but try to be as PC or as close to PC as possible for not to offend or piss off anybody. So, alrighty. Thanks, Dave. I don't know what that was. I saw the message come up, but I did not know what that was. Thank you very much for taking care of that. And thank you for posting the link. So, no, Foolproof Hunter, where are you based out of? Are you local in the DMV area, or are you like what part of the country? If you mind sharing. You know what I did? I poured all these things, and I did not put the glasses in front of the samples, so I know which one is the copper and cask. I got to figure out which one is the Diamond Dave, and which one is the High West. I'll know the High West as soon as I taste it. That was just really light. That's the High West. Yeah, that's High West. Okay, that's near there. I need a bigger bar here, bigger setup. So cool. South Mississippi, awesome, very cool. I know we have. There's some people that normally will jump on and do stuff that are from down in the Mississippi area and everything like that. So yeah, cool. How is the hunting in southern Mississippi? Is Mississippi controlled, or is it kind of a freewheeling state? And I know a lot of the guys that are in here isn't Spillway, I think, is in Mississippi. So that might be you might meet some of these guys if you're going to Spillway. What's that, in a month or so? I know Charlie from Bourbon and Balls is heading down. BTM is going down. Keith Glandon is heading down there. Oh, it's a controlled state. Okay. No, wait. That I think Spillway is not Mississippi. It might be Alabama, maybe. I don't know. So, yep, Spillway coming up. Okay, cool. Hey, Wilmington, appreciate you joining. Of course, the chat has not caught up on my StreamYard, so I can't highlight you, but appreciate you being here. Cheers to you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Alrighty, so I'm going to get ready here. We're going to go through and run this race and everything. So for anybody who may or may not still be interested and everything like that, we've got these bottles, maybe a duck race, and I'm also going to include in a sample. I'll highlight this here in a second of the case one rum here. So that's the case one rum. It's finished in a stag barrel. So this was a single barrel stag pick that was done by Drug City. So it's 131.2 proof and absolutely delicious. So I'll give you guys a few more minutes if anyone wants to decide and make a decision if you want to gamble with the rest of them or not. But I think I got everybody who has sent stuff into the race, and I'll go through and just make sure, verify I got everybody and the amount of ducks that everybody is getting and everything like that. And just so you know, I think Vogelsang has the most ducks. So just saying, He's going for it. I know he loves his reveries. So I don't know. Oh, hold on. It's dinging over here. Oh. Jesus. All right. Well, okay. We load up. Ready. Appreciate you guys. Let's see. Right. Ready. Alrighty. Cool. Yes. Alrighty. So let me see if I can. Oops. Hold on one second. Oh. Oh, BTM, you make me laugh. That is funny. Alrighty. There you go. Very nice. All right. Let me get over here and see if I can share this sucker to my screen. Alrighty. So once it's shared, then I got to bring it to the stage. That's what I forgot last time. I think I ran one of these things and I forgot to bring it to the stage. And of course, I think Gandhi won. And oh my God, rigged. So just want to make sure I got everybody here. So starting off the top, Mr. Jeremy. Now, Jeremy, I saw your last one, so you are coming up again. So don't fret. So you got your 2, and then your 1 extra for being in the in for winning the hashtag that nobody paid attention to. Mr. Vogelsang got you 4 times. Dollar Bill Will got you in there twice. Show me the proof. I got you in there for 1. Keith in there twice. Gerald in there twice. Rye Guy twice. CJP got you in there for 1. Charlie got you in there for 2. Gandhi in there for 2. Brian in there for 2. Renstrom in for 1. We got BTM for 2. Wilmington Piper for 2. Jeremy Dirks for 2 more, and in his little message, he was 2 extras. All right. And then BTM, the last 2, and in his message, he calls it his Dave Repellent. So he's coming after you, Vogelsang. So that is everybody who is in the race and everything. Thank you very much. You guys are just too kind. I appreciate it. And I'm gonna go ahead and get this squared away. I always worry about I'm going to do this incorrectly. I do not do this enough. So I always do minute 7 seconds. And make sure we're going to do those. Let's see. Yellow only color. We're going to do the costumes. Alrighty. And set time. Alrighty. Cool. Alrighty. I need a number between 1 and 10. I'm going to shuffle, and then we're going to get this thing ready to roll. And let me before I do this here, let me get up here. I'm gonna post this. Let me pin this. Alrighty. And then Renstrom or somebody, if you want to stick it in Charlie and BTM's things, whatever, that is fine. All right. So the first number that I see was Vogelsang, which said 8. All righty. All righty. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All righty. Before I run this here, like I had talked before about, looking at doing something on Saturday nights. I don't know if that would work for everybody or not. I know from my perspective, Saturday nights is going to be a big void. We normally hang out, but if I can do it where we can do this here and have people come on stage, hang out, and then go to a Google Meets, I think it'd be a blast. Every Friday night, I know Matt and I are having some conversations about that, trying to figure out what we want to do. So you tell me, and how you want to work that out. Not that I will never say I'm going to be a replacement to what Troy and Laura did. No freaking way. There's no way I would be even come close to doing that. But just thought, it'd be something cool to do and everything like that. So, oops, hold on one second. Make sure I didn't get any. Okay. Yes, Dave. I'll send you a Diva email, or if somebody who has Vogelsang's email, if you can email him the Google Meets so he can partake and join, that would be appreciated. Alrighty. All right. So thank you everybody for jumping on and spending your Wednesday night with me. I do appreciate it. I wasn't planning on sipping as much as I did, but definitely enjoyed the pours. I would say if I was going to rank what I drank tonight, Copper and Cask, numero uno. The Magnolia, probably number 2. I would say number 3 and 4 are the Lost Lantern and Pursuit, and then the High West was a distant last place there. Just not my jam. Glad I got to try it, but not something that I would gravitate towards. So, alrighty, got the music muted. Oops, I have it. I think I do. Let me make sure. Oh, I did not. That would have been bad. All right, here we go. Good luck to all of you participants. And according to Doc, if you press the heart, your duck goes faster. So I don't know if there's any truth to that, but I think it's just a way for him to get people to hit the heart button on chat. But if you guys want to act like a 1980s video game player and hit that button, knock yourselves out. So I don't know how true it is, or if not. And that's an edge you're going to have over Dave, because Dave uses an iPad, and every time he touches his iPad, you know what happens? He hangs up. So you may have him out kicked here if you're on a computer and able to navigate the heart. DBW, it's not looking good leading that late in the race. Someone is going to sneak up here. Oh my God! Is it going to be him? Are you kidding me? Oh, Jesus. Oh. All right, Vogelsang. That's twice now. I've done 2 streams and you've won. Oh my God. And you have all these bottles, I think. But I will send you some samples, buddy. Congrats, Mr. Vogelsang. I never win. Congrats, Dave. couldn't happen into a nicer person, buddy. And how the hell do I get out of this full screen? Oof. Oops, hold on a second here. There we go. Whew. I'm on my computer and I was full screen on there. Are you sure? Send them the Gandhi. Whatever you want to do, Dave. If that's what you want to do, whatever. We can talk about it in the back in the Google Meets. So I tell you, Vogelsang, it's like he's got the forever horseshoe fully lodged in his nether regions. I tell you. And you can clip that one too. All right. Congrats, Dave. I want to hear you never win. So I appreciate all you guys and everybody. I don't think we had I don't see any ladies that spoke up tonight. So all you, Gerald, I don't know if your wife's with you. If she is, tell her I said hello. Cheers. So I will say, everybody, appreciate you joining, hanging out, spending some time. The next one I would be doing would be in March. So I'm trying to go every other week on a Wednesday. Now, if we make a decision, we're gonna pull the trigger and go on Saturdays, then be on the lookout for that. I'll just do a post to my channel about that, and then we'll go ahead and do something on Saturdays. I think it'd be a lot. I have a couple of pretty cool ideas of things that I want to do to make it a little more fun and interactive and everything like that. And I think Saturdays would be the best time to do that. So more to come and more to follow on that. So appreciate you guys and everybody hanging out. So if you can, jump on the backstage. Give me a second. If you guys are already jumping over there, give me a few minutes to get this thing closed down. And I got to do a couple of things to make sure StreamYard is going to do what it's going to do and do all the AI crap afterwards. And then I will go ahead. I still have to open up the Google Meets meeting. So give me a couple of seconds before you get impatient and leave. So I will be there. And thank you, everybody. And as I always end, this is the West Virginia Bourbon Guy, reminding you that pours are always best when they're shared with friends. Cheers, everybody. Appreciate you joining.